Okay, we are live again.
Yeah, not on screen.
Um, is it going? We are live. We are going to be talking about Alyssa Bustamante, who's 15 at the time, and in St. Martin's, Missouri, on October 21st, 2009. This is the murder of Elizabeth she was on Killerz. She killed her 9-year-old neighbor in Missouri.
Just to see how it felt to kill someone. Heck of a reason.
She did strangulation, stabbing, and she used a knife.
And she slit her throat.
Yes, and her motive was homicidal and thrill. And ideaton. Homicidal, like a homicidal thrill. They did a wrongful death suit and settled for $5 million.
Wow.
Absolutely, I agree that they should do that. Absolutely. For her being that age and doing that, I mean, she was 15. She knew better. Alyssa had lured Olton into the woods before strangling and stabbing her to death. Just to do homicidal, to experience killing someone. She was later indicted and pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and armed criminal action, and was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole in 2024 for second-degree murder. She was sentenced to life in prison plus 30 years and two charges. The two charges can carry consecutive sentences. She was controversially permitted a parole hearing in 2024 due to the Senate Bill 26, a law meant to allow juvenile offenders earlier parole as a part of a reform. But it was later amended by the Senate Bill 754, which blocks those convicted of second-degree murder from this parole. Governor Parson did not sign the 754 to prevent the hearings. She was denied parole. In any event, she is granted for parole for a life sentence. She will still have to serve the consecutive sentence of 30 years in prison. Her earliest parole will be released in 2059 when she'll be 65. So she might get out when she's 65. I believe she might get out then, but she's not going to get out anytime soon. She was 15 years old. She was born in 1999. I'm sorry. Elizabeth K. Olton, she was 9. She was born December 15, 1999, and October 21st, 2009 is when she died. She lived 4 houses down from Alyssa. Alyssa convinced her younger sister Emma to bring Olton to the forest by their homes to hang out. And upon Olton's arrival, Alyssa left her sister alone outside while she lured Olton into the forest, strangled her, slit her throat, stabbed her 8 times in the chest. Alyssa then buried Olton's body in a shallow grave that she had dug in the woods a week prior to the murder. So this was premeditated.
Yeah.
Where'd I go? There I am. Oh man, this makes me look big.
Yeah, she had dug the hole a couple weeks before.
That's crazy. The hole is located behind her house and poorly concealed with leaves, and was discovered just 2 days later after Olton's death. We need the skinnier version of this. It doesn't. Look how big I look. Then I disappeared. That's how big I am. I can't even fit the screen. She then attended a church dance. Alyssa was actively involved in her local church, while police searched for Olton. Yeah. Keep fetching going to church.
She went to church dance
after killing somebody. Who does that? Oh, the devil's dancing around. That's crazy.
in between Sunday church, she was digging holes.
She was doing something she wasn't supposed to. Yeah, that.
I did not think to kill somebody when I was 15 years old.
Alyssa's grandparents, Gary and Karen Brooke. Okay, so we're getting where they took legal custody of her and her 3 younger siblings in 2002. Since her mother Michelle had addiction issues, her father Caesar.
Yeah.
He's named after a salad dressing.
Yeah.
Was serving time in prison for assault charges. Friends started noticing changes in Alyssa around 2007 when she was hospitalized after a suicide attempt. On her YouTube profile, she listed cutting and killing people.
For hobbies.
Yes. Yeah, for hobbies. Under her hobbies, that was her hobbies, cutting and killing people. Imagine what her mattress looks like. She's over there stabbing. Alyssa posted a photograph of herself on social media with fake blood around her lips and pointing to her index finger and middle finger in the shape of a gun to her head. A personal journal was found in Alyssa's room containing an entry. Oh, listen, Linda. With the date October 21st, 2009. At first glance, the forensic investigators could make out 2 words, slit and throat. The entry read through later attempted to and scribbled it out.
Yeah, there was no red flags at all.
But see, that's when she killed her, was that day. I just fucking killed someone. I strangled him and slit their throat and stabbed, but now they're dead. I don't know how to feel at the moment. It was amazing. As soon as you get over the oh my god, I can't do this feeling, it's pretty enjoyable. I'm kind of nervous and shaky right now. Okay, I gotta go to church now. LOL. I don't know how to react on that one.
Well,
I don't even think any of those people did that. Like that. And they're on our walls.
well, they didn't write in a journal, but...
But, I mean, I don't know. I guess they could have felt that way, but... Whew. Alyssa first appeared in court on November 17th, 2009. I think that was her right there. She was seen, let's see, where she pleaded not guilty and was indicted on first-degree murder and armed criminal action due to using the knife in the murder. Now, in January 2012, she took a plea deal to lessen the charges. But you see how that went too. And armed criminal action due to, yeah. So she took a plea to lessen charges of second-degree murder and armed criminal action. A few weeks later, she was sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole for the murder and consecutive sentence of 30 years of armed criminal action. Well, the victim's mother, Patricia Priest, she agreed to settle the lawsuit she filed against her of terms and agreement require Alyssa to disclose any compensation from case coverage to Priest. So if Alyssa got like $10,000 for a movie or something, it would go to her. It wouldn't go to, Alyssa was denied parole in 2024. Her next parole hearing is scheduled for 2029. Even if granted parole from her life sentence, she still would serve for consecutive 30 years. Due to her age at the time of her conviction, she will only have to serve 15 years consecutive sentencing for eligibility and parole. She is also not on the dangerous conviction list. How do you figure that one out?
Well, you seen her...
Well, she went to church. That's probably why.
Right.
She went to church after she
that
killed
makes
somebody.
it all okay.
I wonder if she asked for forgiveness or she's over there dancing.
She's probably Italian. You do what you want up until Sunday, then you say your grace, your prayers, and then
I don't know how many Hail Marys that one took, but wow. Also, so she will be granted a good time if she follows all the rules. That allows 15% of her time off. Wow, 15%.
She did have the professionals say that she had borderline personality disorder.
Ain't no excuse for killing some 9-year-old. You're 15. Your personality got... Listen.
Well, one personality said it wasn't okay, and the other one said, stab it, stab it.
Ah, stabby, cut, cut. Oh, wow, this is it. That's it. That's what happened here.
I know.
So, she, this was in the United States, Missouri. The day she was apprehended was October 23rd, 2009. She is imprisoned at Chillicothe Correctional Center. Break that down. In Missouri. They have a Chillicothe in Ohio, too. That's weird. So, she is at, we will have to get a hold of her because I didn't even see that. Chillo. Is that Chili? Chili Coffee. Correctional Center. In Chillicothe, Missouri. Now, you guys remember that one we did, Mackenzie Shirilla? I know you guys remember that because this one's, this was it on this girl here. It wasn't really that much. I didn't expect it to be, you know, so there was a movie called The Crash that came out. I don't know if you guys had watched that yet. It's on Netflix. It just came out on Friday. It was watched, and that really, honestly, I feel it didn't tell the whole story because of all the documentaries and everything we had watched and the interviews. They missed a lot of stuff. So you guys will have to watch it and tell us what your opinion is. I feel that her attorneys try to make it like she was. We're not saying she's guilty or innocent, but they're trying to make her look a lot better than what, you know. But I mean, some of it makes her sound kind of guilty, but you guys would have to tell us what your thing is because we don't really judge on this. We just try to figure it out. We're trying to figure out, you know, why they kind of just put a bunch of documentaries together. You guys would have to tell us what you guys think. And we are going to try to get a hold of her to see if she will come back on, if she'll come on the podcast and see. You know, to see if she wants to comment on that and tell us, you know, about that situation. Yeah. They kind of look alike.
That's someone else.
Yeah, we already did that one though. So.
But there seems to be a slew of
Everybody's
murderers anymore.
Yeah, everybody's got their own opinion on that. I honestly don't know where to go with that because that was definitely
well, how do you
different.
go to church? A church dance the day you viciously kill someone and then go back to church.
Oh, back to the Alyssa thing. Yeah, we don't know why anybody would go to church after that, but she did. I wonder if she wore her church clothes.
Maybe she wore the same clothes that she murdered her in.
As a possibility. Maybe she wore some of those clothes that do the wipe the stain right off. They have those, you know, believe it or not. Or she could have wore a raincoat over it.
She could have went and said it was flowers on her outfit.
But let us know what you guys think about the crash. And yeah, this thing with Alyssa Bustamante, we'll try to get a hold of her too and see if we can try to get a hold of her. She doesn't really answer back though right away. You know how that goes with these guys. Is there anybody you guys want us to do or talk about? I hate to start another podcast because I don't know how long it's going to be. I I know we've done quite a few. Oh! Let me tell you guys about this situation since we're on still the podcast. We have a serial killer we are talking to, and our podcast is being used in his appeal.
I wasn't sure if you wanted to mention it yet.
Yeah, well, yes. So we will let you guys know.
Keep you updated.
Yes, keep you. He goes next month for part of his appeal, and our podcast may help him get out. His lawyer said we did a good job on it, and he feels that this could be a good part on his case. So we'll let you guys know how it goes and if he is going to be close to be getting out. Now he's been in there since.
You guys remember him as Tina Monroe?
Tina Monroe, yep, and Tina Monroe's been in there since '84. And they feel that this might be the break of it. Tina Monroe's been having appeals, but they've been putting them off, and then.
But with our recording.
But with our and they.
Went into detail and.
Yes, and they listened to it. The lawyers listened to it. They also transcripted it, and they said it's going to be very helpful in the case. So we'll keep you guys updated on that. So hopefully,
Because he's still keeping contact, which...
We keep in contact with a lot of these people that we talk to. And I just talked to her today, and she's very excited, very nervous. She has to go back on the stand. They're going to be doing this all over again, but our podcast is going to be a part of that. They're going to play our podcast and play some of the parts of our podcast, and they both feel, her and her lawyer feel, that this is going to be a big part. So let's hope it works. I hope she gets out. She's been in there since '84.
Yeah, if you don't remember, she was coerced into doing what she did.
Yes, by the freeway killer, which is William Bonin, who he got executed too.
But if you want to go back into the podcast, you can see a real interview with him
several times. But yes. There's a video chat. There's a couple video chats, and there's also a couple of regular chats too on the Podbean. Yeah.
We have talked to other people, but they are in the process of trials and stuff, so they don't want to have it interfered when they get their sentencing. I'm sure they'll talk to us then.
Yes, there's some in the middle still, and they're doing the trial thing and stuff, so they can't podcast right now, but they plan on podcasting when their appeal time, when they have to appeal. They plan on doing that, and they're hoping that they have the same result, because we have talked to them about it before, and they are thinking of doing the same thing, because maybe it would help their appeal too. Which I'm glad. The lawyers said we did a good job on it, and they think it's going to really work out, so I hope so.
Between the questions we thought of and the questions you guys thought of, it gave them more room to talk about what happened.
And there's stuff in there that they didn't bring up in the trial. Yeah, it didn't come up in the other appeals.
We gave him the run to talk about what he wanted to talk about.
Yep.
We started from the beginning to the end.
Yeah. And the lawyer, they thought that was really good.
A lot of stuff that is not on the internet that you won't see there, you'll see in our podcast.
Absolutely. And I hope this is a big break for him. It's gonna be huge if he gets out. So.
Of course, we'll have to get him on here again if.
Oh, absolutely. He'll be on lots of interviews when he gets out. Yeah, just us. So. That's gonna be huge. I think he wanted us to talk about it.
He'll end up being on the news when this all goes
down. Oh yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, if it was some average Joe or something, it wouldn't be such a big thing. But this is like the freeway killer. Like, this has been all over the place. But,
But we still have artwork of his.
Oh yeah, we have artwork, and he's sending a TV pretty soon. We have court records. We have pictures, radios, all kinds of stuff. So.
He's autographed everything.
Yes. If you want one of his books, we can get one of those for you and have him autograph it too. But we also have hoodies, t-shirts, hats for sale too. And if you want his picture on one of them, We could have that too for you. We can have them sign a picture, and then we can put it on one of the hoodies for you and send the picture to you. So you would have it on the picture and on one of your hoodies with our logo on the back. Just let us know. We can do all that too. We've had people that wanted that done before, in which we can have that happen. Well, hoodies are the main thing what a lot of people want with our logo, and sometimes they have a serial killer.
I almost brought mine today too, or we could have been able to show you, just in case it got chilly. I was going to have it, and then I forgot.
Oh, it's okay. If you want his transcripts or anything like that, he signed them all. I could give them to you with the original envelope it came in, if you'd like that. They are for sale. You'll just have to let us know. I'm trying to think. If there's anything you request, to let us know. I mean, if he's able to do it, he'll do it. He just did some paintings too, which I didn't bring those down here because I had to put them in frames still. But you guys would have to let us, know what you want.
Yeah, but he's the legit thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, if he gets out, that's going to be huge. And I know a few people that we did talk to, and we told them about that, and they said that that's what they would like to do if, when their stuff's over and they have to do their appeal, they wanted to come on here, do the podcast, and get their side out there without the judges and without the DA and without everybody judging them. It's just straightforward. They know that when questions here are kind of brutal. People do ask some really, really hard questions for them. We do not coerce. We do not tell them the questions ahead of time. Because I can't tell what kind of questions you guys are going to ask, but I can't tell them what we're going to ask because I told them that we have to have an honest answer. You can't have time to think about it. We want to know what your honest answer is. So that's why we don't tell. And I tell them straight up that sometimes you guys are brutal with your answers, and there's nothing wrong with that because you guys are curious and you want to know. And the same with us. We have our questions too. And I don't tell him, I just tell him what to expect, that, sometimes it can get rough, but it's not like everybody's going against you. It's just they're curious to know. They're just curious questions. That's all they are. And he understood that. And in the beginning, there was quite a few, but he answered them all. He didn't say pass or skip. He just went right for it.
He was pretty open about everything.
Yeah. We told him in the beginning
he went into quite detail if you want to look into that.
Yeah, we told him if you want to go past an answer, you just tell him, I can't talk about that right now, or, that's whatever. But he answered every single one. Not a problem. And it was all honest answers. It was nothing that he had no clue about what we were going to talk about on that. Maybe it keeps glitching me in now to see how big I look in this. Oh, man. I think we got the fat version. Where'd it go? Went through the long one here. And, Tina Monroe, honestly, did other interviews with other people, with other podcasts. But they chose our podcast, just to let you guys know. And that's what she said, too. She said she went on other podcasts, and they chose ours because the lawyer said he liked the way that we had presented our podcast. So I'm just throwing that out there, too.
Well, we gave him free reign, so you can tell it wasn't coursed.
Oh, absolutely not coursed at all. You can tell that wasn't coursed. But if you look online, they do a lot of interviews and stuff with her.
She seemed to be more comfortable talking with us than some of the interviews you read.
Yes, and she said that herself when we had talked to her. She absolutely
entrusted us to take her artwork and help her get funds for it. And she had a pair of pants from jail. She had a robe,
pictures.
And people bought that right up. And that helps her with her snacks and stuff, and postage.
Yeah, so she's...
But in one sense, he was a victim too, so it was an interesting story.
Yes, very interesting. It's definitely, yeah. But, yeah, so keep that in mind, too, about that, and we'll try to keep you updated, because next month is when the start of the appeal goes on, and I think it's going to go on for a month or so.
Oh, probably easy. They
Yeah.
can go over everything from the
Yep.
get-go.
Yep. So, it's like
That
the...
might
It's like
hear
the...
our name out there when it goes to the court, and they say they transcript something from the Pure Evil website, so that's cool.
Absolutely. We also, we have a big project going on. We'll announce that when it gets closer to time with that.
Wheels are always turning.
Yes. Well, this one will be accomplished. It's just taking a little bit of time. But we are going to expand our podcast. I can tell you that. It's going to be very big. It's going to be huge. We just have to, like I said, it's taking a little bit of time.
Location.
Yes, absolutely. That's the main thing. But we'll definitely keep you updated on that.
I really like your input, so if you have somebody that you want to talk about, or someone that you just heard about that you don't know much about, we can look into it for you.
If you guys have anybody, just let us know.
Interviewed people that only killed one, and we've done stories on people that have murdered several, so. And
quite a few like to come on here, too. Some don't like to hear their voice on here. Some like to, we go over what they want us to say, and that's all we say. I mean, it just all depends what the person wants. So...
But the title serial killer itself, it's hard to find so many nowadays because there's so much stuff they can catch them so much easier with now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But I honestly can say I don't remember doing any of these, and they went to church that day.
I really haven't seen one that has done that. That's the first time I've ever heard of that.
Went to a church dance. So stab, slit the throat, bury him, and then go to church. I know.
I love it. Do you guys have anybody you want us to do?
Whether it be newer, older, someone that you've heard about, maybe your neighbor, you never know.
Oh yeah, wouldn't that be crazy if my neighbor was a serial killer?
We just recently had a murder in our area where they were gonna mug the guy and then they ended up shooting him and not even getting anything.
Yeah. Here's one for next week, or next time we go.
Killerz?
A cult kill. A 7-year-old boy is murdered and partially eaten by a 14-year-old boy.
Partially eaten.
Partially eaten.
Okay. Are we talking fingers, body parts, just? What area was it from?
Canada.
Oh.
Her name is Alyssa with an E. Pahler. Pahler. And she was 15. She snuck out of her parents' home to meet 3 male acquaintances from school, and she, as a sacrifice to Lucifer, their man would take off. We won't go no more into that. Oh.
So she was Hungry Hippo that day.
Yeah.
Not something I have the interest in finding out what it tastes like, honestly.
So this is also on Killer Kids.
And what year was that?
2011. It's called A Cult Killerz.
Oh, wasn't that long ago?
So if you want to watch that tonight. I do watch these, just so you know. I've probably seen it and I just don't remember because I watch all that stuff all the time. It'll probably, when I start watching it, it'll probably trigger I've seen it. Seen it. Saw.
I saw.
Let's see.
Makes you wonder what's pushing these kids to do this stuff, though.
Let's see. May 31st would be our next
They're
one.
getting younger instead of older.
7 p.m. seems to be a good time. Whew. Yeah, that should be an easy one. Yeah, so we'll definitely do that. We'll watch that, and
Crazy here today.
we already did the Peter Woodcock. He was a psychopath killer.
I like the psychopaths.
Interesting, very interesting.
I got Bambi on here.
Now we ought to do a podcast one time on all the past people we've done up till now.
Yeah.
We'll
Let
have
us
to.
know if you want a review of all of them.
We could definitely do all that.
Especially my girl.
Oh, Eileen Warhol. We could
Eileen.
spend months talking about her.
I just love her to death. How many times you gonna kill me?
Her eyes get real big as she's talking about it.
Then when she threatened to kill the judge, I'm gonna fucking kill ya.
I'll get raped.
You have, if you look up any of these on YouTube, you have to look hers up.
Oh, she's got lots
She
and lots
has
and
the
lots of
look on
interviews
her
of people,
face
and
like you
yeah.
know she did it.
Oh yeah, and she admitted too. Even toward the end, she admitted everything. She's like, I'm right with Jesus, and I have to tell it all now. I mean, lady, you ain't stopping from being executed. You might as well just tell it all.
They gave her so many life sentences, and she bellows at him. How many times are you gonna kill me?
Yeah, they're like, you're gonna be executed this time and this time.
I love that woman.
She was supposed to be executed like 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all they gotta do is send her dead body to the next one, let her fry again, and let her.
She is one of the reasons I kept looking into more of the women that did it.
Yeah, she definitely.
You
know, you could.
Angie's favorite Dahmer.
Dahmer's a good.
do a
Dahmer's
lot
another
of
good
them.
one. Dahmer's another good one.
Yeah.
We got the main ones up there, that basically.
Our faves.
Yeah, they've really made serial killers.
Forget Charlie.
Because these people were average, normal people at one point. Well, I don't know
They
about
look
Charlie
like
though,
your
but
everyday Joe that you
yeah,
walk past.
and
the
you would
street.
never really think about it. That's the thing. You would never think about half of these people. Like
Yeah.
Ted Bundy was in college,
Yeah.
for psychology. Like you would just never. John Wayne Gacy, he was good with the kids. He was a clown. He was
Yeah.
just an average person. You know, you would really never think of that. So it's hard to say. I mean, yeah, they're serial killers. They say you pass so many in a lifetime, you just don't realize it.
They just look like the average Joe. It's quiet when you gotta watch out for her.
Yeah.
Guess they don't have to worry about us.
They're gonna look at us like we're kind of crazy.
But give us a holler if there's someone you want us to talk about.
Well, we're gonna get off here. So our next one is going to be May 31st at 7, because 7 seems to do a pretty good time. It'll be with a the Alyssa Palmer for Killer Kids. We'll see you then, and like I said, let us know if you have anything else you want us to do or talk about or anything like that, and keep in mind about, hopefully he gets out, after being in there that long, and you know we'll keep you updated on it. Thanks. Hold on 1 second, because I wanted to take a picture of my brother to show it to him. That's why. We were the only participants. Total time 35 minutes. Oh shit. We were supposed to do it from till 8 o'clock.
Well, you already closed it up. Well, you picked this short one.
That's okay. We did it. So, well, we started way before that. We started like at 6:45. So we only did it for 35 minutes. We didn't even do a whole fucking hour.
That's why I was looking up someone else.
Oh, shit. That's okay. We'll just call it a time. I should have looked at the time. I didn't even think about that. Uh-oh. Where'd it go? New episode. Oh, man. What did I do? Did I do it? Okay, here it is. Her name was A-L-Y. What is that? Is that Bert?
B-U-S.
B-U-S.
T-A-M-A-N-T-E.
Bustamante, okay. Okay. Picture this. Give me a minute.
You can get yourself taking a picture of yourself.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, so we'll let this go on YouTube too. I'm sorry, I didn't realize we weren't like almost an hour in. I got my time so confused today.
It's been a crazy weekend.
It's been a very busy weekend. I promise you we'll go over a little bit the next time to make it even. But yeah, we'll do May 31st, 7 p.m. If it's a little sooner than that, then you know where to look on our page and everything. So, alright, we'll see you guys May 31st.